Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Real Oviedo 1, Barcelona 3. Barcelona able to come back after what was sort of a rough start in that first half. We're going to be talking about some of the key moments in that half. We're going to be looking at the decisive plays. But before I get started on the video, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. And as well, the link to become a member is also posted down below. But guys, for these match reactions, if you guys do want to join and also give your thoughts, your insight, feel free. The link is posted down below, and as well on X and on the post section on YouTube. So if you guys do want to tune in and also give your thoughts, feel free. NJ Sake, welcome guys. How are you guys doing?
Yeah. Can you hear me, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can hear
good.
you.
I'm good,
Yeah,
man.
fine.
Pretty chill day, I guess.
Very chill day. Fantastic. Fantastic. But before we get started, guys, and I ask you guys your opinions, I just want to let you guys know the lineup. Joan Garcia in goal, Gian Martin, Pau Garcia, Ron Rajo, and Eric Garcia in that back line. In the midfield, you had Pedri and Marc Castellón. Up top, you have Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Rashford, and Ferran Torres. I'm going to give my thoughts on the first half and like on the game overall. But overall, I don't think it was, a terrible game for Barcelona. I think we played well. If it wasn't for a mistake from Joan Garcia, we go into that second half just 0-0, and then we build on from there. But a mistake from Joan Garcia, his first big mistake at Barcelona, obviously changed the dynamics of the game. Marcasolo came off in the second half for Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong absolutely changed the half, and then Barcelona, with being a goal behind, had to put on the pressure and go up in intensity, and that's where you saw some brilliant goals from Araujo, Eric Garcia, and Lewandowski as well. But overall, I think it was a good performance from Barcelona. We get the 3 points, and we're gonna be looking at some of the plays. But NJ, I will start with you, and then we'll move on. But what did you make of the game? What were your feelings?
To be fair, like it was like a 50-50 for me. Like there were times where like it was a good moment, and there were times where like shake whatever. Like come on, like you could have done better. But overall, but like even though we were like down 1-0, yeah, I wasn't really stressed out. I'm like, you know what, it's whatever. It happened. Now it's more like can you bounce back at that goal conceded, which they did. But overall, man,
Yeah,
like obviously it was hard to break like a parking in the bus team because it makes
yeah,
sense because that's what they play. But overall, overall, the game wasn't even that bad, even though there were some mistakes. I mean, again, mistakes will happen no matter what, even if you try to be perfect. Not no one's perfect. No one's perfect. Everyone will concede. Everyone will make a simple mistake. It happens. Like no matter where you go, you will make mistakes. It was more of like, can you bounce back, right? So which they did, and end of the end of the day, like they were able to like get the W and the 3 points, which what matters right now. Because again, we're trying to like ac accumulate all the points we can before El Clasico, which what we're doing right now, which is good. But again, with mistakes, it's okay to make mistakes as long as you
yeah.
don't make it as a habit. Like sure, like during the game you can have like 2 3 mistakes, but if you can keep getting mistakes like what 7 times in a row, then something's wrong with you,
Yeah.
bro.
Um,
Something's wrong
and,
with you.
and, and very quickly, but before I ask your opinion, Seke, Hansi Flick, he actually spoke about Joan Garcia's mistake. He says, this is a style we want him to play with. It might happen. In the end, he's a fantastic goalkeeper, and in the end, he protects and defends our last line of
Yeah, and
defense. He
also
is, yeah,
okay, go ahead. Yeah, also yeah, with the younger, it will happen. But come on, bro. That's how. Come on, bro. If Manuel Neuer made a lot of mistakes, why can't he make mistakes? What the heck?
no. Continuing on, Hansi Flick says he's the pillar of our back line, and he usually does that very well. One mistake and they capitalize on it. But that's football. We came back and won here, and that's the most important thing. And funny enough, towards in the second half, I think Joan Garcia had two saves in which he sort of made up for that mistake. And this is just something that happens. I completely agree with Hansi
Ex-
Flick. I would
Exactly.
just rub this put it under the rug and just say, hey, let's move on
Victor
and
Valdes
everything.
make a lot of mistakes back
I
then.
don't want any fans to criticize him. And at the end of the day, Barcelona they did win.
But
Second,
sorry to interrupt. Sorry, but and also it's good that he made the mistake because at least at least he had the ball to do it. Rather than other goalkeepers don't. They just stay in the box, right? At least he knows that he had the guts to like try to like do something. And at the end of the day, yeah, it was a miscommunication, but it is what it is. At least he learned. But again, he's been saving us a lot of games, man. Come on,
Yeah,
like one mistake's okay, man. Go ahead.
yeah. Seke, what were your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, so I woke up half an hour late. So match for me the match was on 1 a.m. I woke up 1:30. The first thing I saw is John Garcia trying to dribble. I think he did the hard part. No, I don't. I nobody's going to criticize him because he has been excellent. I think he did the hard part. He won the ball. He
Yeah,
beat the defender. It's just the pass was sloppy, but it happens. At the end of the day, he's a goalkeeper. I think overall on the match, I think it was decent, but there were some moments in the match then it could have been, if it wasn't for that Lewandowski header by Frankie de Jong, it could have been a different match because they were defending well, I think.
Oh yeah, for
Also,
sure.
whenever Lamin is not in the starting lineup, at least in the front three, it is very hard to watch some of our forwards, especially Rafinha on the right wing. On the left wing, he is better. Right
Yeah,
wing,
I hate
he
seeing
tries to.
Rafinha right wing.
Yeah, it is not in his game, to beat a man. It just looks weird. He
Because I
doesn't,
think, second, would you agree
from
though?
Ballon level to he looks like a Manchester United player
Yeah.
at that
Manchester
level.
United player.
The
Wow.
level
Would you
just
agree though?
drops.
Would you agree, second? Like when Lewa plays left wing and when he goes inside the 10, he's so smooth at it. But then when he plays the right wing and tries to go to right, it's so weird. Like it
Yeah.
makes him like slower.
If Lewa plays, he occupies this two center backs and whoever plays the number 10. Mostly, whenever Lewa and Olmo
Yeah.
plays, then Lewa occupies the center positions with center backs. Then Olmo gets a lot of space. Today, lots of sloppy touches from Olmo because there were no plays. They were closing him down
Yeah,
very
Danny
fastly
almost.
because Farhan was just roaming around, instead of occupying
No.
the space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man,
And
Danny almost.
yeah, I mean, Daniel, he didn't have the greatest of games. But I want to talk about Lewandowski really quickly because he came on in the second half. He got the second goal, which gave
Yeah,
Barcelona the lead.
perfect.
It was a fantastic cross
Oh,
from Frankie
100%.
de Jong, and both players really changed the outlook of the
Oh,
game. Frankie
100%.
de Jong, showing that quality, putting an amazing pass to Lewandowski, and we all know how the quality that Lewandowski has. And his and it was crazy to think is that Barcelona they may have to renew him because it's going to be hard to get a replacement for Lewa. Lewandowski he spoke after the match and he says, "As always, I do my job. Usually every 3 days we have a match, and it's very important to monitor how we play and how we want to play and to win the match. I have patience. I'm not in a rush. The season is very long. We have a lot of matches. And for me, the most important thing is that when I play, I always want to do what I love. And what I want to do is score goals and help my team in the end. I
It's
feel now
perfect.
I
It's
feel
perfect.
now that I'm in very good physical condition too. And for the team as well, it's very important that we all stay injury free and then we are stronger." And
I like it though, Elias.
yeah,
The way Flick's doing right now. Again, because again, we're facing against mid to lower that he's allowing, Ferran starts all the mid-table queens and bring Lewa if needed, and
yeah.
and play Lewa in the most important games, which I like, because again, again, it's only October. Wait, is it October now? I guess I think, or
Yeah,
not even
well,
October.
no,
Not
it's not
not
even
even
October. We're about to finish September and get into
exactly,
October.
yeah. And we have so much games to play, and because again, I think Flick realized compared to last year that he overplayed Lewa against lower clubs as well. Like it made no sense.
Yeah.
So now he understood that since I'm not saying that like the lower are shit, but because again you see like the mid table they fight when
Yeah.
they fight against us, right? So the fact that's giving Ferran, Eric, everybody a chance to like no bring up the reps and the momentum, which is good because again we will need everybody to contribute at some point during the season, which is with Lewa, like we know that it's the last season for him now. He knows how to like use him now. Like he knows that when it goes to like big teams like Liverpool, Madrid, he will play for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
mid-table clubs play Ferran. I don't care if Ferran
Yeah.
misses, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
So Yeah, go ahead.
But no, Lewandowski, he had an instant impact, scoring that goal, and his overall play was really really good, and he's gonna be very very important this season as well. But I want to talk about the man of the match of tonight.
Fucking guy, you Eric, man.
Yeah, Kudam, it's Eric Garcia, but I want to talk about his performance because he's really Hansi Flick's Swiss Army knife. He's being used everywhere, and in
Hmm.
every position, right back, center back, left back, CDM, everywhere. But Saket, what did you make of Eric Garcia's performance? And he was the player who started Barcelona's comeback. He was the one who got the first goal.
Yeah, I think he gives us lots more than I don't know. I think Kunde is also good on the ball, but Eric Garcia just looks smooth. He plays like a midfielder sometimes. And
Yeah,
the good thing is that Kunde can only play right back, and we haven't seen Kunde play center back in a long, long time. So Kunde right now is only primarily right back, but Eric Garcia can play multiple positions.
which we
So
need,
it is
right?
very useful to have players like this.
Which we need, right? Second
Yeah.
in the team,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, agree. And also going with second, right? What second said, right? With Eric Garcia, like like Flick did the same thing as during his Bayern Munich. He found like a certain player, like even Perisic and Joshua Kimmich. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing with Eric. Like he found his guy to like he can be reliable at any position
Uh huh.
with Eric Garcia, man. He's so good, man, as a backup, bro.
No, look, he's absolutely amazing. Him as a squad player, he's not only
It's
a
so
squad
rare.
player, but he's a player who, just like Ferran, is almost involved in every single match that Barcelona do
Yeah,
play, whether that be from the start or from the bench, and that just shows the confidence that Hansi Flick has in him. And I made the video yesterday talking about
yeah.
Eric Garcia's words, but
It
Eric
shows, right?
Garcia, yeah, it shows. He's
It
playing at a
shows like
much
the.
better level. He's feeling confident. He's feeling good
Mhm.
at Barcelona, and that's what we want to have. And when we talk about center backs are feeling good and are in a good moment right now, I want to talk about Ronald Araujo because Ronald
Mhm.
Araujo, he's been very solid these past couple of games.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
He's been phenomenal, and today
uh,
he got a goal right here for
yeah.
to close out the match.
It was a weird goal, to be fair. It was weird. I'm like, I wasn't paying attention. Then I just saw the ball bouncing past through the goal. I'm like, what the hell? Like I wasn't really paying attention on the goal. I just think the ball was bouncing, right? Then
Yeah.
yeah, with Arau, like defending wise, he's been amazing. The passing has been good, but could been better. But again, it takes game by game to improve. Which is I don't mind as long as he's improving. At the same time, I feel like yeah, he finally understands how to play the flick now, but not 100%. But it's up there now. Like he understands it slowly and surely.
Okay. So yeah, what did you make of Araujo in this match, but also in the last couple of games? Because he's a player who is starting to turn opinion and who's starting to gain, some momentum or some love back from the Barcelona fan base after what was, two rough
yeah,
seasons, I would say.
I will never forget
yeah,
you,
yeah. He
Araújo.
has been, yeah, he has been good so far. But I will judge him after the PSG game if he plays in that game. I want to see his performance in that game specifically because it will be in the Newcastle game. There was not much threat, no strikers, no elite passive wingers, but in PSG games there will be. Also
Yeah,
on the topic of defenders, who do you think has been the most better defender this season so far?
yeah, which is good.
I would say Rick Garcia.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm with Saka with it. Like just again, with yes, he makes mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes in the team. But again, with Eric Garcia, he like change. He like also up with with his playmaking, with his clutchness as well. I'm not saying Araujo's not clutch, and yes, Araujo, like again, it made sense why last year he was criticized again because he wasn't really healthy, and then he was forced to play. Then, but this time it's different. But again, this is his truly his last chance. To be fair.
No, he like Araujo has been doing absolutely phenomenal
Yeah,
in the minutes that he's been having,
yeah. I mean,
and he's really finding his best form under Hansi Flick in these past couple of matches because, forget about the goal. Just look at his overall defensive play because that's what you want
Yeah, yeah.
your defender to do. How many mistakes is Araujo doing? Is he able, to adapt to the highlight that Barcelona they are playing?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he has been able to show improvement there. And in the game against Newcastle, he was absolutely phenomenal. In the air,
Yeah,
Yeah,
making sure that
yeah,
Barcelona
but
they don't concede.
that is his profile.
yeah,
Yes,
Even in
exactly.
Newcastle, if you
Exactly,
think
yes,
about
exactly.
it
Yeah, I agree with
today,
that. Exactly.
also, against a physical striker like
Yeah,
Ronaldo,
exactly.
it's
yeah,
just that he can compete with anyone physically. He
Yeah,
struggles when there is a pace involved most of the
yeah.
time.
yeah,
If you
No,
think about it, PSG game last season also.
we're gonna see how he performs or if he even starts, in those big games against, your PSG. Let's say if he starts against Real Madrid
he
later on in the
probably will.
season.
He will probably.
He probably will,
Yeah,
but these are good signs, and I want to praise him because when a player performs well, just like when a
yeah.
player performs bad, we
This
have
is
to,
the kind of games, right, Elias,
yeah,
that to build momentum. Like
yeah,
if I don't care if it's just mid-table. If you can't perform against lower teams, then you're shit. But if you can build slowly momentum and reps against small team, then it can help you perform good as well and better against big clubs as well. Because again,
yeah.
because it's all muscle memory and you understand when to defend, when to attack.
And I also want to give a quick shout out to Marcus Rashford because I thought it was yet another great performance from him.
Yeah,
Even though he wasn't able to get a goal, he got the assist for Ronaldo's third, but
yeah,
he was showing some once again very positive signs
yeah.
out on the left. Being able to be aggressive, take on his man. He had some very, very good shots on target where he was testing the goalkeeper. If he was a little bit better,
Uh-huh.
he could have scored. And I think the signs from Marcus Rashford are very, very
Yeah,
encouraging.
slowly, surely showing there. But again, come on, but people are over. But come on, but this 50 plus games, man. Like people are overrating in 3 games. Come on, bro. Like relax. Like he
Well,
was still adjusting. Like I'm not saying he's gonna be like scoring 20 goals, but you will show like he will contribute at some point during the season, which is what we need, right? From a lone year player, which is
yeah,
he's slowly showing. But again, with Rashford, yeah, he's been solid so far, man. Like
yeah,
On
obviously it's not
yeah,
perfect, but again, as long as long as he contributes, which is what we need.
on Marcus Rashford, he has started most of the game as left wing, as a substitution for Rafinha.
Hmm.
Although Lamine Yamal is absent, but both of his
Yeah,
assists in La Liga came from the right hand side, and both of his goals in the UCL for Barca came from central or either right position. So
yeah.
he
yeah.
is turning out to be a good substitution for Lamine rather than for Rafinha.
Yeah,
So question though for you guys,
yeah.
what's your opinion on the back four, like in just in total?
I think what
Apart
Hansi
from
Flick,
Gerard Martini, it's looked good.
Okay, fair enough.
apart from Jared Martinez, it's so good. Okay, okay. I think the back four has been solid. The initial start of the season was a little bit shaky. I think Hansi Flick was trying to find, hey, who are we playing there? But I still don't know if we have that definitive back line. I
Just
think it could be.
this game only, this game.
Oh, okay. This game
Yeah,
only. Oh,
yeah.
I thought the defense was solid. I thought the defense was
Okay,
solid.
fair
I
enough.
think other than that chance that we conceded against
Mm-hmm.
Rondon and the goal, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Real Oviedo, really challenges us. They didn't really create much. They didn't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really don't think the defense was bad or
Gerard,
anything.
Gerard, Gerard Martini was getting beat by their number 10 multiple times. He was
I know.
running
Yeah.
over
No.
all over the wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No.
instead of challenging or attempting to challenge outside the box, Gerard Martini was trying to challenge inside the box.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gerard Martin does
It will
struggle
also,
with pace.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Gerard
question
Martin
though.
does
One more
struggle with
one more
pace.
question though.
Yeah.
So with Eric Garcia, right? Like we know that he's so good as a utility. We can rely him anywhere. But let's say if Flick leaves, right? Would you still keep him or sell him?
No, I'd still keep Eric Garcia. I think he's a player that every
to
manager would
be
want to have.
to be fair, Barcelona was trying to sell Eric Garcia to Girona or some other club, but Hansi Flick was the one to
Yeah,
intervene,
exactly.
to
Yeah,
not to sell him.
Yeah, I think if you do sell Eric Garcia, it'd have to be for a big offer. I'm looking for 50 million. In regards to him,
I
I
think
think
35 to 40 mil. To be fair, for
I still think
uh,
that's too cheap because you want to have some profit and you want to make an improvement on Eric Garcia, because I think Eric Garcia right there, he's really perfect for what a manager would want to have in the squad. A player who
True.
doesn't complain if he doesn't want to play. When he does play, he performs at a very good level. A player who can play multiple positions. Those three things alone make up that price tag. How many players can you find in the world
True.
of football
Fair
right
enough.
now that fit those three criteria?
That's
And
that's
speaking of
cheap.
Eric Garcia, Kuram, he was the man of the match.
Yeah.
He was the man of the match on the night, and overall, it was a good Barcelona performance, and a great way to come back. When we look at that La Liga table, the most important thing is Barcelona's position, and you can see right here is that
But one thing that Rafinha really struggles in the absence of Lamine. That I have noticed
yeah,
last season also and this season too.
that is true. The
Yeah.
creativity that Lamine is able to give to this team, the passes
I mean,
and some of
that's
the through balls,
given though.
it's understandable.
Yeah. And,
Uh
and
huh.
plus, and plus, and plus, they're starting to learn, how to play without relying too much to Lamine, right? So which
And
is
in
good.
regards to Rafinha, apparently the reason why Hansi Flick subbed him out was because he was feeling some discomfort. And so
Okay,
let's
fair enough.
hope it's not a big injury. Let's hope it's
Probably
just where
just
like,
tired,
yeah, it's
cramps.
just cramps, him picking up a knock, maybe him not playing like this weekend against Real Sociedad, but him being able to play against PSG, because that's the match in which we want as many of our starters to
Yeah,
be fit and available for.
for
But guys,
sure.
any final thoughts before we round off the video?
I feel like the game overall it was like a quiet good performance, but and overall, we performed, we got the win. What was the matter the most? Like I guess just make sure like like just fix up the mistakes, even though you will make mistakes, but make sure that like just don't build the habit of making too much mistakes.
Okay. Okay. Solid. Yeah, I completely forgot to talk about that. But Hansi Flick, he's reached 50 matches as Barcelona coach. Crazy, crazy
That
record
quick,
right now. That quick, and
that quick.
and
Yeah.
and basically one season and a little bit of a half, so something like that.
No,
But it's
not bad.
okay. Any final thoughts before we round off the video?
No, I think it was a good game. We are
Yeah, it
just
was.
looking forward to excited for that PSG game. But lots of I just wanted to see both team on full strength. The Newcastle game also their
Hmm.
striker was unavailable in PSG games. Their wingers are unavailable right now. Same with Barcelona. Lamine was unavailable. I just want to see
Sorry to interrupt though.
most of the players fit. In order to get a great game.
Would you agree? Would you agree with both of you guys that like even this game, even though we conceded a goal, like we were not stressed out for some reason, we were just
Yeah.
all right. Well, it's
Yeah.
like whatever. It's like whatever
Yeah,
at
but
this point.
it's because it wasn't a bad Barcelona performance. It
Yeah,
was just a
exactly. Yeah,
mistake coming
yeah,
from the action of play.
and
It's something that
yeah.
happens. It's not
And
like Barcelona they were playing bad for us to be worried about
you see
that.
people like overreact to, oh my god, game over. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
no, no, no.
Yeah, but it was a good
Especially
performance. Good win.
when we got a history of coming back. Still, people are at the half times. People are going crazy on Twitter.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, for
That's
sure.
absolutely the case. But all right, guys.
All right,
Thank you
peace
guys
out.
all for watching. Barcelona, they get the three
Bye.
points. We maintain the pressure on Real Madrid, as you guys can see right here. Barca only 2 points behind them, and this is a most important victory because Real Madrid, they play against Atletico Madrid in La Liga in this upcoming weekend on the 27th, and so that could be a very good opportunity for Barcelona to get those 3 points. Guys, thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments on everything that I have discussed in today's video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.